Hello and welcome to another daily market reading. Today is Thursday and I'm on Bitcoin. I'm going to delete this, and this is exactly how we left our chart looking like after yesterday's video. Okay, we identified these two areas and these two support areas, this one, and we have come and striked here. Okay, I'm very aware a lot of people are saying that's it, we've hit the ceiling, we're not going back up, there's no more room to go up. My personal humble point of view is saying otherwise, and I am trading otherwise. Okay, let me delete this. So just to pick up from where we left off, this is what we identified. Yes, I can now draw a 4-hour gap from here up until there. There's a 4-hour gap here. Okay, now the price, when it went down, we went and crashed right up on this gap and then got a rejection back up. Why do I think that's quite bullish? Especially when on the 4-hour time frame you've got a dropping oscillator. First off, I'm gonna trace a fixed range volume profile from this whole range. I'm gonna draw it from this sort of range. Okay, I'm gonna trace this from there up until there, and the price went crashing, landed on this gap, yes, and then we tried to enter the value area and we got rejected. Okay, that is a really strong sign. Well, really strong sign is a strong sign for the price of Bitcoin. We tried to go back into the trading area, which is this here, and we got rejected. So this gap had quite a lot of weight on it, and it was able to tolerate that weight and push the price back out. So that means, following the logic of this fixed range volume profile, that means that Bitcoin is doing quite a bullish thing, is doing quite a positive thing. Okay, then as the video goes on, I will then tell you more and more reasons why I think there's still room to go up in Bitcoin. Okay, and that's what I'm trading accordingly to. Another thing, we might just be making, we might have just done the most recent high, we might be making a new low around this area, supporting around this sort of gap. For the reason I've just told you, we shouldn't really lose this. You know, there's no good reason. We might get maybe potentially a wick down, although I'm not too sure about it. It wouldn't be too nice. It wouldn't make much sense. If I'm just looking at this, if I'm looking at other things, then we can, you know, maybe think otherwise. But just going off of this fixed range volume profile, I don't think we should lose this gap. This gap is pretty solid. It's sitting right on the value area high. We should not lose it. Okay. Now, there's a few scenarios that Bitcoin could do. We could be creating the new higher low. Okay, that was the low, or that was the low, however you want to look at it, whatever time frame you want to look at it. We might be creating a new low, so we might be trading around this area here and then have another move up, maybe. Or we might just be wasting time, okay, creating another mini channel like we have created here, like we have created here, like we did here, like we did here. You know, we've been creating these micro channels in lower time frames all the time, and now we might just be creating that just to wait for let me delete all of these, they're a bit annoying, just to give the oscillator enough time to drop and the price of Bitcoin just wasting time, and then when it's ready to go back up, go straight back up. Do, in my personal point of view, a last push up maybe around this area and then go back down. Okay, and then when it goes down, it's not gonna go down to there. I think it's gonna go down, you can't even see it on the graph. I think we are gonna be going down, like down. Okay, now that's what I think. As I say in all of my videos, I do not have a magic ball. I wish I did, but I don't. Okay, that's that. I think we can now turn on our precious indicators, turn this on, and we can do a bit of a nicer reading. Now, we just came up, this last move up, we went and we hit the weekly gap, which is why we had a bit of a rejection down. Okay, have not cleared it yet. We have not cleared more of the stuff that's above, like I've said in all of my previous videos. I'm not going to go over it again, where my price targets are, because I say it in every video and I don't want to bore you. I don't want to make you, you know, lose your mind by hearing the same thing again and again and again. So we could be getting a price compression here between this weekly gap and this 4-hour gap, which seems like it is quite strong as well. I don't know if you can see, we have got the smart trend. Well, the smart trend is there, but I'm going to pay a bit more attention to the trend cloud. Okay, the trend cloud is really close to this 4-hour gap, which is further solidifying the fact that this gap holds quite a bit of weight. It has a lot of responsibility on its shoulders. If we broke this gap, we would be breaking the smart trend, and that wouldn't be a really positive sign. Now, do we have backup points? Yes, we do. If the price does break this gap for whatever reason, we will be breaking the trend cloud, and we would be hitting, well, just here we've got a 4-hour gap, we've got the smart trend coming in here, we've got an order block, and if I delete all of these drawings, if I'm not wrong, which I hope I'm not, I think we have also got a daily gap sitting around here. Am I wrong? No, let's just wait for it to load. No, I'm not wrong. We've got also a daily gap, which is where this blue rectangle is. Okay, so if we did lose this area here, that's fine. We've got this area here, which is going to be our last support. If we lose this, then things are going to get a bit more complex. We might even lose this green trend cloud. Okay, but let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. I think for now, I'm still fairly positive. I think there's still room to go back up. I don't see a reason for us to lose this. Now, I'm going to move down a time frame. It's not really usual of me, but just wanted to show you how the trend cloud has actually been respected really nicely in these lower time frames. We came down, we went on it, we had a bit of a wick, which is why what we were looking at on the 4-hour time frame, and then now it looks like we're still above it, we're still respecting it, and we're still trading above it, and we've used it as a support. Okay, and even more zoomed in on a 15-minute time frame, even more. We didn't rely so much on the trend cloud. We relied more on the smart trend. The smart trend gave you some really nice entry points. Maybe not there. I guess if you scalped it, maybe. But there you got a support on the smart trend. You went back up. Here exactly the same thing. Now these are scalps. That's not what I like to trade. But if you like to trade it, just know that this, you know, these indicators that we use here, they are not just for the 4-hour time frame. You can use them on a lot of different time frames. Okay, having said that, quickly move to BTC1 exclamation mark. We got really close. We got really close to this, well, we actually hit this gap that we've left in the CME futures, but we haven't cleared it yet. And in my personal humble point of view, I think we have room to go clear it. It finishes at 81,200. I think there's space to go clear it, hit the midpoint of this daily gap, and then maybe get the move down. Okay, but once again, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. That's one more reason why I think there's still room to go back up. Okay, USDT dominance really quickly as well. Very similar thing. It actually did the exact same thing as Bitcoin. Okay, I'm gonna delete. Yeah, I'll delete this. We had a 4-hour gap right here, which is it's the exact same thing as Bitcoin. It's the same graph, it's the same chart as Bitcoin. The price went up, tested this 4-hour gap, which was actually very nicely aligned with the trend cloud, and then we got the rejection back down. Okay, I think I've mentioned this before, and I've also mentioned this on the tutorial for this smart trend indicator. I personally like to use the trend cloud for a bit higher time frames, maybe from 4 hours up. But as you've seen on the 1-hour time frame, it was also kind of respected. But the strongest one that is going to work on every single time frame, you know, within reason, not on like a monthly time frame, maybe not, is going to be the smart trend. Okay, so that's that for USDT. Still exactly the same thing. I've been saying there's room to go back down. That's where I think USDT is heading. That's why I think there's still room for Bitcoin to go. Next, Ethereum. Okay, this one, I know I said on my previous video it wasn't looking the healthiest. It looks like it's done a bit of a healthy thing. Okay, we've been accepted back into this. Hold on, I'm gonna retrace it and redo it just so that it's all nice and clear for those that don't really know how to trace it, from where to trace it, all of that. First off, worth noting, the price went up. We hit this gap that we've created on the 4-hour time frame by the recent high, and we went straight back down. Okay, we have used the trend cloud as a support, and I'm now going to trace this famous fixed range volume profile from there to there. We got accepted back in it, yes, which is not the best news we could hope for, but we haven't lost it, which is even better. Okay, so we went back in it. We had a bit of a reaction at the POC, which is the point of contact, which is the sort of the strongest point in this whole fixed range volume profile. And then we went down. We had the wick go nearly very close to the value area low, but we didn't lose the value area low, which is a really good sign, which means that we are still staying strong within this sort of channel that we have created in Ethereum. Now, if Bitcoin goes up, I think Ethereum is also gonna go up. Graphically speaking, you know, this is looking a bit different than Bitcoin. Is not as nice, I would say. It's like a bit more choppy. We've got this 4-hour gap here, which it looks like that's going to be our next barrier if we do break this, or if we do come out of this fixed range volume profile, which would also be very nicely aligned with this recent low. So if we did get a move down, we could expect it down to this gap, clear the recent low. We would also have the smart trend coming in here roughly. So we would expect a bounce back up after that. Okay, so I think if Bitcoin's going up, I think it only makes sense that I also say that Ethereum's going up as well. I have also added, I've done an addition to my analysis for Ethereum. I've also put the Ethereum futures on the CCME market, okay, because I thought, why not? I think it makes sense. It will add a bit more information. I'm gonna hide this and I'm gonna hide this. Ethereum is a very similar thing as Bitcoin. We have also left quite a fat gap, which we have tested, had a reaction, tested, had a reaction, tested, bit of a reaction, and then now it looks like we're testing it again. We've already spent, what was it, 78 days, 77 days in this whole channel? Yeah, 79 days in this whole channel. I think we are due now. We're at the gates. Looks like we're like compressing the price alongside it. We're not really going anywhere. We're getting compressed. I think we're due this move up, clear it, and then go straight back down. Okay, because let's not forget, let's make sure we are all on the exact same boat. We are in a bear market. Cannot forget that. Okay, don't let these moves up, don't let all of these like, oh, we're like going up, I'm seeing some green candles. No, let's not forget we are on a bear market. Okay, now having said that, I think I've covered everything that I wanted to cover in this video. I'll see you tomorrow for another video. Oh, really quick mention, didn't even realize I'm on a daily time frame for Bitcoin. Even more, the oscillator looks like it's starting to turn a bit more. We're having some new money flow come in. I think we are due this other move up to then go back down and then down and then down. I think we are due it. I think we can hope for this move up. Maybe I am wrong, but hopefully I am not, because that's where I'm putting my money. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like, please subscribe. Helps me out, helps me get this video out to a bunch more people. Doesn't cost you nothing. It's actually really nice of you. And yeah, I guess I'll see you tomorrow for another video.